basketball and Holdingford watchers. This is our coverage on tonight's JV game between the visiting Holdingford Huskers and the home team of the BBE Jaguars. The Jaguars are representing themselves in the heather gray and the Holdingford Huskers themselves in the white. My name is Billy Tenson, and I'm here with my correspondent and teammate, Dylan Herman.
Hello, everyone.
On the Huskers JV team, their starting lineup: number 5, Aiden Pellet; number 12, Jeffrey Hall; number 20, Noah Strite; number 24, Connor Breath; and number 30, David Heinen. And for the Jaguars on their starting JV team: number 4, Tanner Shelton; number 14, Samuel Masty; number 24, Brady Schwinghammer; number 34, Donovan Koenig; and number 35, Jamison Reed. There's 2 points there from Huskers number 24, Connor Breath. And there's 2 responding points from Tanner Shelton and the Jaguars. And that layup by David Heinen is blocked by the Jaguars. Them now carrying the ball to the other side of the court. Brady Schwinghammer at the 3-point line. And it ends up in Tanner Shelton's hands, going for 3 points, back off the back iron, no good. Holdingford now with it. Now in the hands of Noah Strite, guarded by Samuel Masty. And it's no good for him. Shelton going to Jamison Reed, and his layup no good. Rebounded by Donovan Koenig, and he gets 2 points for the Jaguars. Holdingford communicating here on this play. They tried to bounce pass it into the paint to number 20, Nolan Strite, but Samuel Masty gets the ball for the Jaguars. A little Euro step there from Brady Schwinghammer. His layup no good. The rebound is to the Jaguars. Jamison Reed for 3 points. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Jeffrey Hall now with it. He passes it to number 14. Number 14 does not say, but on the varsity, number 14 is listed as Brady Prebschbach. Shelton inbounding it to Schwinghammer. Passes it to Samuel Masty on the 3-point. It looks like he was trying to go for a pass there, but I'm not sure if it was quite a pass or a somewhat shot. Either way, turnover for Holdingford.
It looked more like he was trying to get a 3 there.
I'm not sure because he sort of like side passed it, so I'm thinking it was some sort of a shot.
Maybe it was a bit of both. Who knows?
And there's the easy layup off the failure of a 3 by Holdingford. Jaguars now with it as Samuel Masty is outside the 3-point line with it. Ends up in Jamison Reed's hands. And now Donovan Koenig at the top of the key. Brady Schwinghammer going for a 3, and his is no good. David Heinen now with it, guarded by Donovan Koenig. Just trying to dribble into the paint and passes it out to Jeffrey Hall. Breath now with it. He jumps into the paint, goes for a layup, no good. Rebounded by Tanner Shelton. Schwinghammer goes for a 3-pointer, and another one no good from Brady there. Definitely having a rough night here at the beginning.
Yeah.
Moving forward now, seeing what they can do on this one. Now in the hands of David Heinen. And goes over to Jeffrey Hall, currently being guarded by Jamison Reed in the corner of the 3. Now over to Nicholas Savella, who now is... And that's a turnover for the Holdingford Huskers. As a Euro step by Tanner Shelton gets them the layup and 2 more points for the Jaguars. while passing it over to Sevilla. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I hope you're sorry about that.
I sure am. The 3 no good from number 24, Connor Breath for Holdingford. The fake step for Tanner Shelton, and the 3 is no good. Jaguars' 3s just don't seem to be falling tonight. That looked like an attempt of a pass from Sevilla, but no one was there to catch it, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Jaguars. Schwinghammer now with it. And Tanner Shelton there with 2 more points for the Jaguars. Nolan Strite passing it over to Sevilla. And he passes it in, and that shot is no good from Strite. Nolan Strite, to be more specific. And the fast break make from Donovan Koenig there, attacking himself another 2 points. Holdingford definitely wanting to see what they got here. That's over to number 50, Leo Fussy. And it looks like that shot was attempted a block, but it's a foul for the Jaguars. And number 12, Jeffrey Hall, will be going to the line for a foul. That'll be Jamison Reed's first foul of tonight. And the first free throw is no good as it bounces off the front of the rim. None of them are good for Jeffrey Hall on that one. Tanner Shelton now trying to pass it. Donovan Koenig kicks back out to Shelton. Brady Schwinghammer for a 3, and finally he gets one in for himself.
Oh, well, third time's a charm.
Was it his third shot?
Yeah, I believe that was his third shot.
I guess so. That will give Brady Schwinghammer his first 3 points of the night. That pass was tipped by Tanner Shelton, but it still goes to Jeffrey Hall. And now out to Fusi. Lucas Provo passing it on over to number 20, Nolan Strite. Sevilla now with it, guarded by Schwinghammer. And he tries to pass it with too much power there and goes out of bounds. Schwinghammer communicating with his teammates for this play. Passing it over to Matt Walls for the Jaguars. Now it's over to Jordan Herkoff, number 44 for the Jags. Caden DeRue now with it, back over to Brady Schwinghammer. A nice screen there from Tanner Shelton, but the score is no good from Brady Schwinghammer. Nolan Strite passing the logo, and now at the top of the 3, guarded by Tanner Shelton. Oh, and that play was very good, but unfortunate to make it a chance, and there it is. 2 points for Holdingford there from
23, Lucas Provo.
Answer. Kirchhoff now over to Shelton. Shelton seeing what they can do here. Schwinghammer now being guarded by Sevilla. And over to Herkoff. Drew sidesteps and passes to Tanner Shelton. He goes into the paint, and he gets fouled on the way up. With the shot being made, he'll go to the stripe for a chance at a 3-point play. We're not even halfway through the first half here, and Tanner Shelton already is making up half of the Jaguars' points.
Yeah, he is.
He's very impressive most nights that I've seen him on the JV team.
Yeah.
And that makes it a 3-point play for Mr. Tanner Shelton. He currently is sitting at a nice 9 points.
That's pretty good.
I mean, for the first few minutes, I would say so.
Oh, yeah.
And that shot no good from Nolan Strite, and the Jaguars get it. Schwinghammer going over to Jordan Hirkoff. And a nice inside pass to Matt Walls, but the layup is no good. Rebounded by the Holdingford Huskers. And they left the path open, but the layup is no good. He gets his own rebound, and the score is no good. And number 30, David Heinen, and number 5, Aiden Pellet, are not able to get the lid off the basket there. And that three, sorry for the volume boost there, and that three is good by Tanner Shelton, giving him 12 points within the first bit of the first half. That pass goes out of bounds for the Holdingford Huskers, and now it is Jaguars ball. Brady Schwinghammer being guarded by Pellet. Caden DeRue at the top of the three. That shot's no good off the back iron. Connor Breath hugs it as he gets the rebound and passes it to his fellow teammate Nolan Strite. He goes for a nice Euro step. That layup no good. Rebounded to the Jaguars. Brady Schwinghammer now running. He goes for 3 points. No good, but Matt Walls gets the rebound, and that is a bit short. You hurt yourself?
No, it's my arm is still sore from Wednesday. Why? I do not know.
Oh. Anyway, back to the game. There goes Pellet. And that pass is too much power as it hits the wall and goes out of bounds for the Holdingford Huskers. They've been having a lot of that issue tonight.
Yeah.
Passing it with too much power or passing it to someone that's not there.
That pass seemed just a little too aggressive.
Hirkoff now seeing what he can do, and he passes it to Brady Schwinghammer. Schwing over to Walls, and nice inbound pass to Hirkoff. And the assist goes to Hirkoff as Matt Walls gets a foul on the way up, making 2 points and going to the charity stripe for a chance at 3. And that one's no good. The three-point play incomplete. Almost goes out of bounds, but saved by Pellet. Brett passing it on over to Heinen. And now over to a new face on the court, number 4, Lamar Diakate. The ball is now turned over to the Jaguars. Reed dribbling it past half court. A nice pass to number 14 for the Jags, Samuel Masty. Tries to pass it, it's blocked, but Jameson Reed gets the ball back, and it dances around the rim, and the Jaguars tack on another 2 points. And that ball is loose from number 23 for the Huskers, Lucas Provo. Ball goes out of bounds, but last touched by the Holdingford Huskers. Still Jaguars ball. And it looks like a timeout has been called. Current score, 23 for the Jaguars, 6 for the Huskers, with 5:44 remaining. back with the coverage of tonight's JV game between the Jaguars and the Huskers. Walls trying to see if he can inbound to someone, knocked out of bounds by Holdingford. A nice pass to Caden DeRue and his layup with too much power there, but Donovan Koenig gets the rebound and his layup also no good. David Heinen being guarded by Samuel Masty. And it's knocked out of bounds. Sorry, that's Nolan Strait being guarded by Samuel Masty.
How dare you?
I apologize. The number wasn't clear to me and I just saw 0 at the end. Hall inbounding it to Sevilla. And it goes out of bounds, last touched by Holdingford. Jameson Reed quick with the attempted layup in the paint. It's no good, but somehow he gets the ball back, and a nice pass to Donovan Koenig on the inside, and he gets 2 points for himself, giving him 6 in the first half so far. A long pass for Holdingford to number 24, Connor Breath. Currently struggling, passes it out. And that shot's no good for number 12, Jeffrey Hall. They almost lose the ball, but it ends up in Donovan Koenig's hands, and he gets another 2 points for the Jags. And a steal for the Jaguars right there. And a reverse layup from Caden DeRue is good, tacking on another 2 points, and the Caden DeRue's first points of the night. Holdingford definitely got to see what they can do here, and that layup has too much power on it. A long pass from Walls to Jameson Reed. His layup good. Another 2 points for the Jags. Holdingford passing it down the court. And a 3 attempt from Holdingford. No good from Sevilla. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Caden DeRue over to Donovan Koenig and out to Sam Masty. His 3 is a bit too much power, but Caden DeRue gets it as he dribbles it out of bounds. Holdingford ball. So if you have a red Chrysler Pacifica with a handicap, in the handicap sparking with an open door, you might want to go check that out, according to Jason Diesel Langer.
To be honest, thought that was music starting to play.
For a second I thought Diesel was going to start singing karaoke, and I was like, what is this? A performance? By Diesel himself. Tanner Shelton with 2 easy points in the layup there, giving him a total of 14 just in the first half alone. And there's still 3 minutes left to go in it, so he could still add some onto that. A travel committed by number 24, Connor Breath, for the Holdingford Huskers, turned over to the Jaguars. Swing on over to Reed. Now over to Samuel Masty at the corner of the 3. Swing hammer now over to Tanner Shelton for a deep 3 from Tanner Shelton right there, making the lead 30 points for the Jaguars. An attempted to steal there from Jameson Reed, but it's no good. Holdingford still has it. Oh, and it looks like that'll be a backcourt violation committed by the Huskers.
Jaguar ball.
It is Jaguar ball. Good job.
Yeah.
Brady Schwinghammer on over to Tanner Shelton. And now in the corner is Jordan Hirkoff. Back up to the top of the 3, Donovan Koenig. And over to Jameson Reed, back to Schwinghammer. BBE definitely trying to get the best of this play that they can here. Jameson Reed goes for the layup in the paint, and he's good there. tacking on 2 more points for the Jags, giving him 6 overall in the first half. I mean, I feel like that would have been a travel, but I don't know basketball, but I think that might have been a travel, but the refs just apparently didn't see it. But, oh well. Jamison Reed over to Jordan Herkoff at the top of the key. And on over to Jamison Reed, and now Tanner Shelton at the top. A screen there from Brady Schwinghammer, and a pass into the paint to Donovan Koenig. That layup just barely making it in as it glides and falls gracefully into the net.
I swear, basketball sometimes disobeys every law of physics possible.
I've seen clips where it's like it's spinning. It spins 8 times or so around the rim. Holdingford now with it. 30, David Heinen. Passing it over to Breath. And an in pass. Kellett goes for a layup there, and he's good off the backboard. 2 more points for the Holdingford Huskers. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Brady Schwinghammer running to the paint. A nice pivot there and passes it out to Jamison Reed. He goes for a layup, and he'll go to the line as he was fouled by Holdingford. That'll be Connor Breath's 2nd foul of the game. Out the back iron, that shot is no good, but a chance to get at least 1 point from this. A lot of substitutions there for both the Jaguars and the Huskers. And the second one's good from Jamison Reed. An attempt at a nice pass between the legs by Nicholas Sevilla, but it's no good. Turnover to the Jaguars. Matt Walls goes for a 3-pointer there, and a bit too much power on that one. But it was last touched by number 20 for Holdingford, Nolan Strite. So it's still Jaguars ball. Exactly 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ooh.
Tanner Shelton for another 3-pointer. And it bounces around. No good. The rebound by Matt Walls, though, and the layup is good from him. There's Nolan Strite, and his shot is good for 3 points there. Caden DeRue with 2 seconds left. And that shot was no good, as I believe Tanner Shelton committed a travel. 0.2 seconds for the Holdingford Huskers to make a shot. Could it be done? I've seen it before, but that was in the NBA, and this is high school, so we don't really know. But let's see.
Full court.
And it's blocked anyway by Sam Mastey. And that ends the coverage of the first half of basketball here at the JV game. Current score, BBE Jaguars 43, Holdingford Huskers 11. With 5 minutes to go at halftime, we'll see you and we'll see the rest of this game after this. back with the coverage of this JV game between the BBE Jaguars and the Holdingford Huskers. Current score 43 for the Jags and 11 for the Holdingford Huskers. 1 minute as I change the halves for it is not the first, it's the second. Yeah, wow. Samuel Masty in the corner for the Jags, and an alley-oop. Ooh. Oh my goodness, an alley-oop pass from Samuel Masty to Jamison Reed, and it counts, and the foul was called. Jamison Reed will get to go for the line to make it a 3-point play. That's the first alley-oop I've seen in a while from the Jags.
And the ball doesn't go in for the free throw, but
the ball no go in.
Sorry, English is not a friend.
Fusi now over to Jeffrey Hall. And it's blocked by Samuel Masty.
And it's knocked out of bounds by Holdingford. So it's Jaguars ball.
Brady Schwinghammer, a nice screen from Samuel Masty. Caden DeRue over to Jameson Reed. Corner three, no good. Caden DeRue gets the rebound. Top of the three, Brady Schwinghammer,
and
three from him.
Good.
Hall on over to Sevilla. Now over to Fusi in the corner of the three. Trying to see, as he's guarded by Donovan Koenig, who to pass it to. Stolen by Jamison Reed. He gets the fast break, and the layup is good from him.
Putting the Jaguars at 50 points.
Fusi being guarded by Koenig. Dribbles it towards the top of the three. Tries to get a bit more in the paint, passing it out to Sevilla. Passes out to Pallett. Pallett being guarded by DeRue. He goes towards the paint. A fake shot there. And that pass meant to be passed to number 3, I believe. I cannot see. Yep. Yes, number 3, Sevilla, but it looks like Diakate was not able to get it to him. Jamison Reed over to Brady Schwinghammer. He goes for another 3. And another make from him. Great for the Jaguars so far, but not so much for the Holdingford Huskers, as they're currently losing by 42 points. I'm not sure if a comeback is much that they can do, but, you know, you'll never know with this. I mean, a lot can happen in 13 and a half minutes, I guess.
Yeah. So you never know.
And that shot's blocked by Jamison Reed. The height advantage definitely got him a good spot there. And Donovan Koenig with another layup. 55 points for the Jaguars and 12 points for Donovan Koenig. Ball's dropped and it's fumbled around. Ends up in Holdingford's possession. Sevilla being guarded by Masty. He goes in towards the paint. And that shot's no good from Diakate. Jamison Reed rushing towards the goal. And that layup's no good, but Donovan Koenig's there to pick it up, and his is also not going to make it. It ends up in Holdingford's possession. A timeout's called by Coach Haugen and the Holdingford Huskers. Current score 55 for the Jags, 11 for the Huskers, with just under 13 minutes remaining in the second half. Sorry for the change in score there briefly, but we're back to it. 55-11. Diakate now with it, guarded by Kirchhoff. An attempt at the pass into the paint to Fusi, but it's no good. Brady Schwinghammer and the Jaguars now with the ball. Schwinghammer taking his time here to see if they can make the best of the best of the best in this play. Schwinghammer going for another three-pointer off the front of the rim, and it's no good. Brady definitely ended up getting hot hands in towards the end of the first half, as towards the end of the first half, towards the beginning of the first, wasn't that much into it. But I guess you just need to be warmed up in the game to get good. And Hall with the shot there from the free throw line is no good. Schwinghammer over to Reed. Reed being guarded by Hall, and now Masty guarded by Fusi. Good defense by Fusi there, as he's not able to make the layup. Jeffrey Hall goes for a deep three there, and it bounces off the front of the rim. No good for the Holdingford Huskers and Jeffrey Hall. Masty over to Jamison Reed. He goes towards the rim, knocked out of his hands, and still he gets the recovery. Matt Walls now with it. He drives to the hoop, and his layup is no good. But Herkoff gets the rebound there as a far reach into it. And there's Jamison Reed's attempt at a three, no good as well. Jeffrey Hall now on over to Pallett. Now over to Leo Fusi. In the corner is, there's another number 3 on the court. Not quite sure if that was Nicholas Sevilla all the time, or if it's number 3 on Varsity, which there isn't one. Must be a number 3 on JV. Nolan Bokerman.
That's C Squad, Billy.
Or C Squad, sorry.
Sorry about that.
I mean, sometimes these pamphlets for sports games are a bit confusing, not having numbers, but when there's 2 number 3s, it's kind of hard to distinguish. The shot from Jamison Reed, no good. Matt Walls gets the recovery there, and he gets 2 points. 10.5 minutes remaining in this one. Pallett passing it out to number 3, still not sure which one. The reverse layup is no good for him, but he gets the ball back for himself. A bounce pass out to Fusi, and he goes for a no jump shot. He gets his own rebound, and there's 2 points for Leo Fusi. Those would be his first 2 points of the game tonight. Matt Walls over to Jamison Reed. And an inside pass for a wide open layup. Brady Schwinghammer tacking on another 2 points. 11 for him tonight. Diakate, a large pass there to number 5, Pallett. Tries to shoot the ball up, but it ends up being a jump ball as the Jaguars defense dealt a bit too much pressure on that one. Drew dribbling it past half court, now in Samuel Massey's hands. Out to Donovan Koenig at the top of the 3, and now to Herkoff. And there's an easy layup from Samuel Masty, but it's no good. As it too much power and too much jump was put onto that one. Samuel Masty goes for the steal there, but he'll have to face the consequences as it didn't go as planned. It'll be Sam Masty's 3rd foul of tonight. it's stolen by the Jaguars as both Herkoff and Walls team together to pick up the ball.
Tag team.
And there's 2 points as a nice spin off the rim for Caden DeRue. A 3-point there from Holdingford, and it's no good as it bounces off the back iron for Connor Breath. Donovan Koenig passes out to Caden DeRue, and Caden DeRue passes it back to Donovan as he gets into the paint for an easy layup there. 2 points tacked on to his total of 14 for tonight. Ball going out of bounds, and it looks like it was last touched by Holdingford. Not sure which member, though. Nonetheless, Jaguar ball. And the Jaguars got to be sitting high right now as they're currently leading by a total of 50 points.
Yeah, I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
I would say so, but, you know, with 8 minutes left, you can't get too cocky at this point.
Yeah.
Because we've seen something like that happen for not just basketball, but other sports as well.
Yeah.
That three-pointer no good for Masti, but Herkoff gets the rebound. His layup no good. Donovan Koenig now with it, and he bounces off the glass for 2 more points. Breath now with it. And the pass is incomplete. Now with Jaguars getting the steal. Jordan Herkoff, too much spin on the ball there, but Donovan Koenig is also there, and he gets the rebound and the layup. And that 3 is no good. Too much power on there from Connor Breath. And it looks like it's a jump ball, I believe. Yep, jump ball that'll be. Looks like it'll still contain. Looks like the Holdingford Huskers will still contain the ball. That's the sentence I tried to say, and that's how it came out.
You got it. See, English can be hard sometimes.
And that's a steal from Samuel Masti. The fast break chance here, a nice side bounce pass. Donovan Koenig's layup, too much power, but Samuel Masti's there to recover it. 2 more points for Sam. Jaguars currently sitting at a nice score of 69, and the Holdingford Huskers not so much at 13. Looks like a timeout, not Southern. Timeout was called by the Holdingford Huskers. Current score BBE Jaguars 69, Holdingford Huskers 13. 6 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. Coverage of this one-sided game as the Jaguars lead by more than 50 points at this point. Reed on over to Walls. Corner 3 attempt from him, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 12, Jeffrey Hall. Leo Fusi with it. Currently be guarded by Herkoff. Now over to Jeffrey Hall. And that 3 is no good as it bounces off the back iron for Holdingford. The unknown number 3. It's like Thing 1 and Thing 2 in Dr. Seuss. Don't know which one there is, but they both have Thing. So both players have 3. Just don't know which one's which.
Just might have to take a wild guess. And viewers at home might have to tell us if we're right or wrong.
I guess so. Brady Schwinghammer over to Kirchhoff. And now to Jameson Reed. And that layup's no good. A bit too much power and bounce on the rim there. Ends up in Holdingford's possession. Diacate inbounds it to Pallet. As Pallet crosses over the half-court line. Brady Schwinghammer cracking a smile as he's defending number 3 on the Holdingford Huskers team. A bounce pass out, and that 3 is no good from Connor Breath. They get a chance to make another basket, but it's blocked by the Jaguars. Goes out of bounds, last touched by the Jags. Still Holdingford ball. A long pass, but it's caught by Pallet there. Fusi being guarded by Kirchhoff. Definitely trying to get around him. Another 3 attempt, and that one's no good. For a second at this angle, I thought it was going in. But that 3 is also no good from Connor Breath. Three and a half minutes remaining. Huskers with the ball, and they try to inbound it. Bounces off Jaguar leg. I believe that was, yep, that was Caden DeRue's legs it bounced off of. Sorry for the blockage of gameplay currently. And a shot made by Holdingford. Do we know which one?
Number, is that 5th?
Yes, it was. Leo Fusi getting 2 points there. Added on to his total score of 4 points. Caden DeRue now going past the defense and getting 2 more points for the Jags. Ball going out of bounds. Last touched by Holdingford. Jaguars ball. Schwinghammer and DeRue lightly jogging past the half-court line. Kirchhoff now over to Jameson Reed. An attempt of a bounce pass to Donovan Koenig, but it's taken away by Jeremy Hall and the Huskers. Speaking of Jeremy Hall, he goes for 3 points, and that's good at the top of the key. That will be Jeremy Hall's first 3 points of tonight. Jordan Kirchhoff now over to Donovan Koenig. He tries to respond with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. I believe the number 3 with the long black hair is Sevilla, and the other one would be number 3 on C Squad, Bokerman. It looks like a travel was caused by number 4, Diacate. Will be turned over to the Jaguars. Schwinghammer over to Jameson Reed, now over to Donovan Koenig, and Kirchhoff now with the ball. Being guarded, and that was an attempt at a steal. A deep 3 by Schwinghammer, and it somehow goes in for him. 74 points for the Jags, 14 of which from Brady Schwinghammer himself. And Sevilla tries to answer with a 3 of his own, no good. Brady Schwinghammer being guarded by, I'm assuming, number 3, Nolan Bokerman, but a shot goes in for him, giving 2 points more for the Jags.
Bokeman, because there is no R. Oh, I thought that was an M. Never mind.
Not only can Dylan not speak English, he can't read.
Well, it's on the other side of the table, Billy.
Excuses. No, I'm kidding. 15 seconds remaining. Holdingford with the possession. Jeffrey Hall on over to Sevilla. He gets into the paint, a nice Euro step and an out pass. And that three is no good by Fusi, and that will be the end of the game for the JV teams at tonight's competition. Final score for the JV game. Visiting Holdingford Huskers, 18, and the home of the BBE Jaguars, getting themselves 76 points. This is quite an entertaining game, I would say. And we will see you in a bit, approximately 20 minutes, maybe some more, for commentary and coverage on tonight's JV game against the
Varsity
game.
We just did JV.
Why not do a second one? No. Tonight's coverage on the varsity game between the Holdingford Huskers with commentator Riley Lenars. We'll see you then.
Bye.
look for Josie Knutson is good. Nice penetration, Luke Dingman into Andrew Weller.
It's there.
Yeah, here we go.
Welcome to BBE for tonight's basketball matchup between the Holdingford Huskers and your BBE Jaguars. Tonight's contest will be played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. We thank the officials for their part in tonight's game and ask that all fans cheer for their team and not against their opponents. We also ask that parents supervise their children. Please stand and honor our country and those that fought to preserve our freedom as the BBE band under the direction of Sean Bean plays our national anthem. And now the starters for the visiting Huskers. A 5'10"
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Central Minnesota Boys Conference matchup between the visitors, Holdingford Huskers, and the home team, the Belgrade Brutenell Rosa Jaguars. Starting lineups for the Holdingford Huskers, starting at, doesn't say their position, but number 12, senior Sean Diacate. Junior, number 15, Blake Welly. Junior, number 24, Tanner Tomasek. Junior, number 32, Ryder Peterson. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 50, senior Isaac Fowler. The Huskers come into this match 0-4. They have played Piers, Upsala, Melrose, and most recently Sauk Center, and have not won a match yet, so they're looking to get in that win column against the Jaguars, who come in tonight with a record of 1-1 after they dropped their last game against Osakis here on the home floor. Starting lineups for the Jaguar at guard, junior number 1, Caden Piper. Also at a guard, senior number 3, Will Van Beck. Guard number 11, senior Gannon Walsh. Sophomore guard number 21, Luke Dingman. And rounding out the lineup for the Jaguars is forward senior number 23, Gavin Campson. So the Jaguars will look to get back in the win column as they have one win on the season, that being KMS, and the Holdingford Huskers are looking to get in there for the first time. The JV game tonight went to the Belgrade Brutenell Rosa Jaguars by a score of 76-18. So the Jaguar varsity team will look to do the same as the JV team handled their business. So it'll be Fowler for the Huskers and Luke Dingman for the Jaguars to tip off. And Luke Dingman wins it. Tip back to Will Van Beck, and he'll set it up. Huskers, nice pass there on the alley-oop to Luke Dingman to get the Jaguars going early. That back screen play has been in the Jaguars playbook since Dave Mottbryan always used to run that with that very talented group of guys. Luke Dingman picks the pass here, and he'll go up for the reverse layup. Loses it. Will Van Beck is there, and it's going to go off of number 15, Blake Welly. So Will Van Beck, good job running down the court and being there for the chance at the offensive board, and he will pass it in. Luke Dingman tips it in. Luke Dingman's got a quick 4 points tonight, and Will Van Beck has 2 assists. Ryder Peterson being guarded by Gavin Cass at the top of the key. Jaguars in the man-to-man defense. And that pass is tipped away. Luke Dingman goes ahead, tries to slam it, can't get it to go, and the Holdingford Huskers grab that rebound. Isaac Fowler grabs the board, and here come the Huskers. What a start that would have been for Luke Dingman. Here's a shot from the short corner. That's up and good. Tanner Tomasek, the junior, for 2. And that pass picked off by Blake Welly. The Jaguars are playing really fast game. They can tell they want to run the court here early tonight. Holdingford passing it around, trying to get it down low to Fowler. Will Van Beck tips that pass, takes it away. Here comes Gavin Campson, and he will lay it up and in for 2. And we're going to get a first timeout of the night. Jaguars jump out to a 6-2 lead off some pretty easy buckets here. 16-11 to go in the first half. And Jaguars 6, Holdingford 2. Back here at the Belgrade Bruton Rosa Elementary Gym. Out of the timeout here, you really got to think Holdingford's coaches are stressing good passes and being patient, as the Jaguars have jumped or almost taken away a few early passes here tonight. That's going to be a turnover on travel there. Sean Diacate dragged his foot there, did a good jump stop, but the momentum just took it and dragged it. So the Jaguars will have the ball again, under 16 minutes here. Jaguars up early, 6-2. Good slash there, and now we're going to get it over the back. Luke Dingman just going for that loose ball foul. But Caden Piper, that was a good slash right in the middle. Just couldn't hit the shot. Jaguars in a full court man-to-man, trapping that first pass. And that press is broken. And here come the Huskers. We'll see if they can make anything of it. Diacate turns, looks for the shot. There's a left hand from Tanner Tomasek, no good, and the Jaguars come away with it. In the corner, Gannon Walsh for 3. That one's long. Caden Piper there for the weak side rebound. He goes up strong and puts that in for 2. Caden Piper gets on the board quick here. Will Van Beck come up to press there, and now they're going to get a foul there. Gannon Walsh went to slap the ball, ended up getting a lot of hand. Blake Welly grabbing that. Jaguars trying to work this full court press in. Holdingford beats that nicely, and it's going to stay here. Luke Dingman cut off that baseline, and it went off him. Trying to get it in. Caden Piper tips it. Diacate finds it in the corner, and they get it out of there. Holdingford passing it around. Just running a simple 4 out. And that's going to be another foul. Luke Dingman, yeah, he doesn't like that one. He's frustrated with himself on that, picking up his second foul really quick here. We'll see if the Jaguars go They decide not to sub anyone in. They're going to let the youngster play with 2. That's David Heinen checking in and scoring. Now the sophomore gets on the board. He'll have another one to go. And that one's no good. Luke Dingman fighting for the rebound. Doesn't get it. Ryder Peterson fought for it and ended up coming away with it. Tip pass again there. Will Van Beck with the steal. And here come the Jaguars. Caden Piper on the baseline, goes up strong. Good defense on the baseline. He grabs his own rebound and puts it in. 4 points for Caden Piper. And a steal from Caden Piper, and he goes and lays it in. Caden Piper with a quick 2 buckets there to push the lead to 9 points. And Coach Chris Anderson of the Jaguars will take a timeout here. Up 12-3, 14:05 left to go. We'll be back after this. .3 to go, 14:05 in the first half. This press has caused a lot of problems here. Got it to the sideline. That's where you want to trap. Gannon Walsh falls off, though, and ends up getting the steal. Lays it up for Caden Piper. He goes up, and he rim grazed that one, but got her down. So Caden Piper's got up to 8 points, and the Jaguars quick to get back in this zone. Caden Piper gets the steal, puts it up and in. Double digits now for Caden Piper. He's turned it on here. Active long arms and hands on this press, and with the help of his teammates. This defense for the Jaguars doing a real good job. That's going to be a foul on Easton Hagen on the sideline. Gave up that baseline. Senior Ben Thonvold checks in for Gavin Campson. And that's going to stay with the Holdingford Huskers. Will Van Beck tried drawing a charge. And on the pass, Caden Piper tipped that out. So out of bounds play here. Good, easy cut there. Walling up is Easton Hagen. That's going to be a travel, so another turnover here against the Holdingford Huskers. Nolan Strite checking in for the Huskers. Justin Anderson also in. Caden Piper driving, forces up a shot there, gets the roll though. Caden Piper, 12 early points for the Jaguars. Passing it around is the Huskers. Good shot fake there. Now the drive, that was a spinning, but a turnover. Caden Piper, another steal, lays it off. Easton Hagen goes up strong and finishes on the left side. 20-3, Jaguars here early. And we're getting another timeout. Holdingford Huskers are gonna call a timeout here. Jaguars lead it with 12:39 to go in the half, 20-3. Jaguars coming back out in their full court press. We'll see if Holdingford's got something to draw it up here. Got to get a middle guy. If you get it to the middle guy, it opens up a lot of passing lanes. Brady Birch checking in. Tanner Shelton also checking in for the Jaguars. Swinging it over for Holdingford. On the drive left side. Got it down low. That's Tomasek up. Can't get that to go. And now we're getting a foul. Easton Hagen hits the ground hard. Pops right back up. So Tomasek picks up his first foul, and the first foul on the Holdingford Huskers. Jaguars have 4 team fouls. Luke Dingman has 2 early. Thonvold rips and finds the easy lane for the basket and the layup for Ben Thonvold. 22-3. A lot of pass fakes and a lot of getting it to the middle for this press. And that one's going to get thrown away by Blake Welly. Peterson and Fowler back in for the Huskers. As the Jaguars really got to work for a good shot. Caden Piper open for 3, and he is feeling it tonight. 15 points for Caden Piper. Holdingford trying to work it across, can't find anyone. Good job getting it to that open guy. Nolan Strite finding that hole in the defense. Thought he was going to take that 3, decides not to. Fowler in the corner, Ben Thonvold on him. He'll drive to the middle. Spin move there, off the backboard, no good. Brady Birch corrals the rebound for the Jaguars, and they'll push it up. Tanner Shelton goes at the defense on the baseline drive, finishes with the right hand for 2. Tanner Shelton with 2 points, 27-3 now, Jaguars up. Good passing there. Just got to be quick with your decisions. Mid-range jumper, no good from Ryder Peterson, and the rebound corralled by Easton Hagen. Bounce pass there, Ben Thonvold finishes with his left hand, 27-3. Another timeout called by Holdingford here in the first half. 10:42 left, 27-3. Jaguars lead this one. (29-3) the score here. Jaguars look like they're kind of falling off. Maybe just a little man-to-man pressure. Tip pass. Holdingford corrals in the corner. Fowler gets it down low. Good turnaround jumper there from Robert Voller, the senior. Good looking shot there. 29-5. Will Van Beck controlling this offense. Gannon Walsh kicks it back out. Luke Dingman with those 2 fouls. No good on that 3. Ryder Peterson couldn't corral that one. And that's going to be a foul on the shot attempt by Gavin Campson. Robert Voller picks up his first foul, 2nd team foul, and Gavin Campson heads to the line to shoot 2. No good on the first. And no good on the second one. 0 for 2 at the line. Diacate grabs the rebound for the Huskers. For 3, ends up not liking it. Passes. Will Van Beck in the corner. No good. And that's going to be a foul. Easton Hagen did a good job of drawing the contact there. And that's going to go on Sean Diakite. Will Van Beck sees the lane, passes it off nicely. Gavin Campson can't finish. Then wrestles with it a little bit, trying to get it to Will Van Beck, but eventually throws it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Jaguars. Diacate has it. And that's going to be a steal for Easton Hagen. Easton Hagen charges through and one. Had Will Van Beck open on that right side, decides not to use it, goes and absorbs the contact and finishes with the and one. That'll be Sean Diakite's second foul of the night. Team's fourth. Easton Hagen gets that one to roll home. Caden Piper will check out. Easton Hagen will, or check in. Caden Piper will, and Easton Hagen checks out. Caden Piper cuts it off baseline. Luke Dingman down low. Couldn't block that. Sean Diakite turns. Good looking shot there. Did a couple spin moves looking for an open guy. Decides just to take it himself. Caden Piper pulls up. No good on that shot attempt. Gannon Walsh does a great job slapping that out. Will Van Beck sees a lane, can't get it to go. He ends up tipping it out himself. Gannon Walsh finds it in the corner. No good on that three. Luke Dingman then drives. Reverse layup is good. Isaac Fowler did a good job of closing out there on Luke Dingman, but Luke Dingman drives by him and takes it. Another steal here for the Jaguars. Gannon Walsh can't finish. He got too far into the hoop. Luke Dingman there for the follow-through. Put a good spin on that as it hangs on the rim and spins in. 36-7. Jaguars having everything their way here against the Holdingford Huskers here early. Gannon Walsh closes out on that one, and the ball's picked up. Volley for three, not good. Caden Piper pulls up with the floater, and that one is good. Piper's got 17. Gannon Walsh gets the moves put on him there. That was a good move, Nolan Strite. We'll see who they get on that. And they're going to get Caden Piper going in and trying to help defense there, but ends up picking up the foul, and Nolan Strite will go to the line to shoot two. No good on the first free throw here. Here's a line change for both teams. Piper, the only Jaguar that stays in. And of course, Nolan Strite, the only Husker to stay in. No good on the second one. Caden Piper grabs the rebound. Tanner Shelton, Easton Hagen open there. Didn't see him though. Tanner Shelton now gets the pass. Birch, from Birch, no good. And Ben Thonvold, I believe, came out and tipped that one out. So the ball will go back to the Huskers. 38-7, 7:48 to go here in the first half. Huskers looking, they're running just a straight 5-out offense here. A lot of cutting, a lot of screening, but you got to stay moving. We're going to get a full timeout now again. Another timeout here from the Holdingford Huskers. They're just not moving on offense, not moving anything. So 38-7, 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jaguars lead. back here at the Belgrade Brittenell Rose Elementary Gym. Jaguars 38, Huskers 7. We'll see out of the timeout what the Huskers have drawn up here. Tomasek gets it down low to Justin Anderson. Back out to Heinen. And a stolen here. Caden Piper gets it tipped away. Huskers come away with it, so they will keep possession. Tomasek gets it over. Good pass there out to Heinen. Heinen driving on Thonvold. Double teamed. No good. Tanner Shelton there for the weak side rebound. And here comes the Jaguars. Brady Birch puts it on the floor nicely. No good there. Thonvold puts it up. No good. And Caden Piper will reset the offense here. And we'll see if the Jaguars can win in this half-court setting. They've had a great job, done a great job on the breakaways. No good. 3 top of the key. Easton Hagen had it, got it stripped away nicely by Lucas Provo. Justin Anderson looking for somewhere to go with it. Blake Welly gets it down low. Now outside, Heinen's got it. Justin Anderson driving nicely on Piper. And we're going to get a foul, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's going to go on Ben Thonvold. That'll be his first. All Jaguars here, 38-7. No good on that one. Caden Piper with the rebound, and we're going to get a tie-up. Yep, we're going to get a tie-up jump ball. The Huskers will retain possession. Gannon Walsh checking in for the Jaguars. Caden Piper will take a seat. Three from the corner, no good. Ben Thonvold has it fall into his hands, and the Jaguars will check down the court. Good backdoor cut. Gannon Walsh under the hoop. Kicks it out. Easton Hagen, no good. And Provo has it. Or Anderson has it. Drive and a shot there. No good from Peterson. Walsh on the corner. Jaguars looking to get low. Brady Birch pulls for 3, and that's an air ball here too. Jaguars really got to keep putting the pressure on, taking smart shots, and not allowing the Huskers to even have a chance to come back in it if you're them. If you're the Huskers, you really got to make these passes count and be smart. Ben Thonvold with the block there. And almost throws it out of bounds. Gannon Walsh grabs it and swings it over to Brady Birch. Easton Hagen driving smartly. And we're going to get a blocking foul there. He's in the defender for Holdingford was in the restricted area, so it's going to be a blocking foul. That'll be on junior Blake Welly. As it's now the starting 5 out there for the Jaguars. Under 5 minutes to go here. Luke Dingman lucky to grab that. Caden Piper driving with no one on him. And wedges that in there. Can't get it to go. Puts it back up off the glass for 2. Caden Piper has got 19 points here tonight. And it's all Jaguars 40-7 here in the first half. Anderson with the drive. Gannon Walsh just strips it away smartly. All ball there. Caden Piper up ahead, lays it up and good. Good pass, good cut, good everything from the Jaguars. That transition game is really where they thrive. So if they can get that ball and push it out, it's going to be bad news for the Holdingford Huskers all night. Will Van Beck Garden Tomasek down low. Will Van Beck strips that away. Kick it out to Gannon Walsh for three. Sets up, no good there. Good looking shot. Tomasek grabs the board. Can't get it to go. And the layup, no good. And smartly, Ryder Peterson hanging out on that weak side, puts it up and good for his first points of the night. 42-9. Gavin Campson down low, goes right up and in. Blake Welly did all he could there, straight up, but Gavin Campson too strong. Puts it down for the Jaguars, 44-9. That pass is stolen by Gannon Walsh, looking for someone to go to. Does not have the numbers. That'll stay on that. That's going to be tipped out of bounds, and Jaguars will retain possession. New 5 in for the Huskers. Will Van Beck out to Piper. Luke Dingman doubled on that back screen attempt. Luke Dingman now gets it on the corner with Fowler on him. Jaguars being patient. Swings it out. Will Van Beck for three in the corner, and that's good. Will Van Beck doesn't get his name called for the scoring column too much. He's definitely the facilitator, but Jaguars find him in the corner there, and Gavin Campson with the steal. Will does it all, though, for this Jaguars team. Leaves it off there smartly for his teammate, and that's going to be tipped away. And then Will goes for the steal there, crossbody, and takes down Sean Diakite. That'll be Will's first foul of the night. And the Huskers are in the bonus. You got to take these attempts if you're the Huskers and cash in on them. The senior at the line. That's no good. It rims out. Luke Dingman grabs it for the Jaguars. 47-9. Luke Dingman down on Fowler. Just turns the corner very nicely and puts it up and in on that left-hand side. Fowler in the corner. That three is short off the hands of Nolan Strite. And the Jaguars push it up the court. Working it around nicely. Will Van Beck, hesitation move with the floater. That's too strong. Fowler with the rebound. And for a second there, Holdingford had numbers, but they definitely don't run in transition like the Jaguars do. Gavin Campson swats that one away. Piper all the way through, no good. Gavin Campson there for the offensive board. Just had it taken away. He didn't really have a good grip on it, but good way to crash the boards there as Diakite tries doing a little stop there and ends up losing the ball. Minute 26 to go here in the first half, 49-9 Jaguars. Piper leading all scorers with 21. Luke Dingman has 10. Piper draws the blocking foul on that drive on the baseline there. It's going to go on number 11, Robert Voller, the senior. That'll be his second foul and the team's sixth. Luke Dingman, I don't know how he got that one in, but got the pass there and just kind of threw it up there, looked like, but obviously he knew what he was doing. Dingman's got 12, and the lead gets extended. Nice drive there from Voller. Jaguars just do a good job of putting their hands up. Will Van Beck loses that one for a second, and they will reset. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Dribble handoff. Now the screen, backdoor cut. Luke Dingman overran it there. And it'll be a turnover. Will Van Beck trying to plead his case, saying that Holdingford tipped that pass out of bounds. they say no and give the ball to Holdingford. Will Van Beck gamble. Sean Diakite goes to the hoop, gets that blocked again by Campson. Leaves it off for Caden Piper. He drives, goes high off the glass, no good. And Heinen will dribble down the court. Loses it for a second and gets it out. And that pass was tipped by Dingman. Intended for Voller. And Holdingford with 7.8 seconds left. We'll see if they can get a easy bucket here to end the half. End the half with a little momentum. Caden Piper's on him. Voller goes in all the way through, splits a couple defenders and goes. Will Van Beck full court heave. That one's not close. But that don't matter because the Jaguars are leading 51-11 here at halftime. A 40-point lead for the Jaguars. We'll be back after halftime. are back here for the beginning of the second half. Jaguars will inbound it. They have the lead 51-11 behind 21 points from Caden Piper and 12 strong points from Luke Dingman. And as I say his name, he misses laying that one in. He was all the way up there, couldn't get it to go though. But 12 points from him and some various scores for the Jaguars to make up for their 51. For Holdingford, I don't think there's anyone more than 3 buckets on the night. I think there's one with a 2-point or 4 points, and that might be the top for Holdingford here. Caden Piper driving, gonna draw the foul there on Tanner Tomasek. That'll be his second foul to go along with his 2 points on the night. We'll see if the Jaguars try working in a different offense here. Gannon Walsh will pull, hand down, man down. 3-pointer, Gannon Walsh, his first points of the night. Extends the lead here, 54-11 for the Jaguars. Good looking shot there from Gannon Walsh. Fowler down low. Tomasek to Welly. Fowler looking down low for Tomasek. Passes it right to Will Van Beck. Not the guy you wanted to pass to there. Leading the charge. And we're going to get the foul drawn on Caden Piper. That is going to be another one on Tanner Tomasek. So he picks up number 2 and number 3 here early in the second half. Gavin Campson, easy cut, easy finish on the right-hand side. He's got 6. Trying to get it down low, and that one's thrown away here too. Ryder Peterson couldn't track that one down. And the Jaguars will retain possession. Jaguars really going to work their offense here. There's that back screen. Will Van Beck up, can't get the finish to go. Will all the way back on defense, puts a hand up on Tanner Tomasek. Couldn't get a stop there though. Tanner Tomasek finishes it. He's got 4. Luke Dingman for 3 now. Great find from Caden Piper. Better shot from Luke Dingman for 3. 15 points for Luke Dingman. Working it around. Gavin Campson hops in front of that pass. And with the steal, working it up. Will Van Beck. What a pass from everyone on that Jaguars team that touched the ball. Way to work it up and find the open man. Will Van Beck, second bucket of the night. He's got 5. Good to see the Jaguars coming out and still working hard here. Gannon Walsh gambles, can't get it. And we're going to get a foul here. Thought there was maybe going to be a jump ball. But Gavin Campson will pick up his first foul. And that will send the junior Blake Welly to the line. Welly trying to get on the scoreboard here. No good on the first attempt. And does get on the scoreboard here. 61-14 Jaguars all over the Huskers here with 15 minutes and 14 seconds to go. the Belgrade Bruton Rosa Elementary Gym. Jaguars 61, Holdingford Huskers 14. 15 minutes to go in the game. Jaguars have really done a good job. Very balanced attack, inside, outside. Luke Dingman drives out to Will Van Beck in the corner. A little too strong on that one, and that one's tipped off the Holdingford Huskers and will stay with the Jaguars. Looking ahead for the rest of the week in Jaguar athletics, Thursday, on Thursday night, the girls will be playing a home game against the Atwater Cosmos Grove City Falcons. That will be home, as I said. The boys will travel to Eden Valley Watkins, their first road test, and the dance team will have their home competition. So if you are not doing anything, come on out here in Bruton and watch the dance team. Luke Dingman with the steal, goes up and slams it home with 2 points. He gets up, he's kind of smiling there. Holdingford comes back, and Gavin Campson grabs the rebound and slings it up. Walsh thought about the three, gives it off to Will. Now he will shoot it, and Luke Dingman comes around with that. Gavin Campson, good find underneath the hoop from Luke Dingman, and there will be a substitution timeout, I believe, called by the Jaguars. So the starters, except for Gannon Walsh, so Easton Hagen, Tanner Shelton, Brady Birch, Ben Thonvold in, David Heinen, Nolan Strite, Lucas Provo, Robert Voller, and Justin Anderson in for the Huskers. Another turnover. Gannon Walsh thought about the three there. Decides to pull it out. So as I was saying, Thursday is a packed day for sports. And Friday, the wrestling team will head up to Pine River Bacchus for their 2-day invitational that is taking place of the Black Bear tournament this year. Gannon Walsh, that one rattles out, no good. And we're getting a foul here. Ben Thonvold trying to steal it from behind. That'll be his second foul. Also that's the only thing going on Friday. And Saturday, the wrestling team will finish their tournament. And the girls basketball team will be taking on defending state champs and the team that, of course, beat them in that state championship game, the Minnesota Vikings, on Saturday. So that'll be a really good, fun matchup to see how each teams are doing after their respective seasons last year. Heinen driving. Swings it out, Voller. Good drive there, just can't get that to fall. Tanner Shelton travels there. So that'll be a turnover on the Jaguars. 12:49 to go in the game. 67-14 is the lead for the Jaguars. Drive by Voller. Great backdoor find. And that's up and good. Lucas Provo, the junior, gets on the board. Ben Thonvold, top of the key. Gannon Walsh gets down to Shelton. Shelton, great drop step move. Draws the contact and will go to the line to shoot two. That's going to go on Nolan Strite. His first foul, team's third of the half. Tanner Shelton, good at the line on the first attempt. And 2 for 2 at the line for Shelton. And that pass mishandled down low by Justin Anderson, and another turnover for the Holdingford Huskers. 69-16, the score. Bonvold looking for the cut here. Easton Hagen, good move. Can't get that to go off the backboard. Shelton with the offensive board and gets that one to go. And that's a bucket for Holdingford. Justin Anderson gets his first 2 points of the game, 71-18. Good move, Tanner Shelton tried getting it down low. Easton Hagen's got it, gets it out to Thonvold, and the Jaguars will look to reset. Ben Thonvold, nice drive, and the layup with the left hand is good. Thonvold's got 6 points on the night for the Jaguars, and their lead is now 2 points larger. That's a lot of math, and I don't feel like doing it. 21 for 3, no good. They retain possession, and that shot from the free throw line, no good. Baseball pass from Easton Hagen. Looking like a shortstop throwing across the diamond with the feed. Ben Thonvold grabs it, puts it in for 2. 8 points for the senior tonight. 10.5 to go. Turnaround jumper off the backboard, no good. Rebound was there for Holdingford. Also can't get that to go. Gannon Walsh from the corner. That one's long, and we're going to get a foul there on Brady Birch on that backside going for the rebound. 5 new in for the Huskers, and Matthew Walls, Jr. for the Jaguars. We'll see the floor for the first time tonight. Again, he played in the JV game. JV score was BBE 76, Holdingford 18. Shelton leaves it off for Easton Hagen. That's no good, and that's going to go off Ben Thonvold last touched, and the Jaguars will turn the ball back over to the Huskers. Not a lot of movement here from Holdingford. Fowler in the corner, dribbles it up. Thonvold's on him. Tomasek out to Peterson. He drives, keeps his footing, puts it up, no good. Tanner Shelton with the rebound for the Jaguars. And Easton Hagen will push it up. He's got no numbers, and he'll pull it off. Tanner Shelton, top of the key for 3, up, no good. Matthew Waltz battling for the offensive rebound, gets it for his team. That's what you want to see from those guys coming off the bench here late in this game. Leaves it off, Thonvold, up, no good. That would have put him in double digits. Blake Welly with the rebound for the Huskers. Dead ball, top of the key. Jaguars doing a good job denying. Looking for a man to go. Diakite finally breaks free and comes to get the ball from his teammate. Strong drive. Sends Matthew Waltz flying. No one wants to grab the ball. Diakite grabs it, and now we're going to get a foul. So Matthew Waltz checks in and then picks up his first foul of the night. We are in running time as it hit the 9-minute mark. So this last 9 minutes will be played in running time. Short corner shot, no good. Ben Thonvold trying to rip that rebound away. Good rebound from Tomasek. Leaves it for Ryder Peterson, and that's up and good. Birch driving, leaves it off Matthew Waltz. He goes up, short on that attempt, and that's going to be last touched. Easton Hagen tipped that out. (75-20). Nice drive. Diakite tried to get the shot fake again. Worked the last time, doesn't work this time. Easton Hagen down there trying to stop that defender. Pull up there, no good. Brady Birch with the rebound. Diakite pokes that one out. Brady Birch. And the Jaguars will sub some new guys in. Hagen, Birch, Thonvold check out. So we've got the junior squad in here for the Jaguars, and when I mean junior squad, they're all juniors out on the court now. So Matthew Waltz, Jamison Reed, Donovan Koenig, Sam Masty, and Brady Schwinghammer in. Schwinghammer no good for on the three-point attempt, and that'll go back to the Huskers. Heinen on the corner there. Anderson driving on Schwinghammer, leaves it off. Provo. Sam Masty got a finger on that, but doesn't get enough as they will score. Provo's got 4 points now, 75-22. Stick around after the game. We will have senior guard Will Van Beck up here, as that three from Matthew Waltz is good. His first three of the night. Sam Masty with the push from behind. We'll get a little insight from Will Van Beck just about how the season's going so far and some goals for the season in the future. Here's a three-point attempt, way short, and we're going to get another foul, Sam Masty. Good rebound on that backside by Provo, and Junior will go to the line to shoot two. That one's up and good. And Tanner Shelton corrals that rebound for the Jaguars. 4.5 to go here. Sam Massey trying to get it down to Donovan Koenig. Jamison Reed with the drive out to Shelton. And Schwinghammer will reset at the top of the key. Jamison Reed driving with the left hand. Almost had that taken away. Sam Massey for three. That's up, no good. Brady Schwinghammer flying in. Got it tipped, but couldn't get it. And the Huskers have it back on their end. And that pass is thrown right to Tanner Shelton. Thought he was going to cut, does not. We'll see if the Jaguars can get a bucket here. Shelton, top of the key. Brady Schwinghammer for three, and that's good. Brady Schwinghammer, smooth looking shot. 81-23 now the score. Brady Schwinghammer leaves his feet on the shot fake. Shot no good. Sam Massey with the rebound. Jamison Reed now all the way down the floor. Tries a fancy finish and kind of lost a grip, I think. Last touch, Donovan Koenig. Line switch for the Huskers. Under 3 to go. 81-23, Jaguars lead it. Back screen there. Tomasek. For the shot, Tomasek follows his shot nicely. Leaves it off. And we're going to get a foul there. Isaac Fowler. Missed a couple times, grabbed his own rebound, and finally he got fouled on that shot attempt. That's going to go on Donovan Koenig. His first foul. And 2 more subs for the Jaguars. Caden DeRue and Jordan Hairkoff checking in for the Jaguars. Those 2 are both sophomores. So they're 2 of the 3 sophomores, of course. Luke Dingman, sophomore for this team. Really stepped up last year with Ashton out. Ashton is rehabbing that ACL. Jaguars are really looking forward to getting him back on the court soon. Brady Schwinghammer for 3, no good. Caden DeRue on that weak side. Ashton has been doing all of the non-contact stuff in practices and warms up for games. Talked to him earlier this week. He's really eager to get back on the court. Brady Schwinghammer's shot no good. And the drive all the way up and no good. And that's Tomasek on the rebound there for Holdingford. And he will be getting fouled. That foul is going to go on Jamison Reed, and we're under a minute to go here. Running time still in effect. That's up and good. Tomasek has got 5 points now on the night. And that one rattles home for Tomasek. 30 seconds here. Leave it off. Jordan Hairkoff doing a move there down low. Puts that up and in. Good move there from Jordan Hairkoff. Sam Massey, that was he thought it was a pretty good block there. Must have got some arm on the way down. Oh, they're going to get a body. So it'll be Isaac Fowler to end the game here. Oh, they stopped the clock. I forgot they stopped it at 5 seconds here. So Fowler puts that one in. He's got 3. And he's got 4. And that will do it here. Jaguars take down the Holdingford Huskers here on the home court, get back into the win column as they take this one 83-29, a 54-point win for the BBE Jaguars. Like I said, we will see if Will Van Beck remembers to come on up and do this interview, but we will be hopefully right back with this interview from Will Van Beck. So I'm joined here, Will Van Beck, senior guard for the BBE Jaguars. Will, you guys led 51-11 at halftime. In a game like this, what was the message at halftime?
We wanted to come out with the same intensity we did in the first half and just keep our foot on the gas and then try to get everybody in off the bench.
Yeah, that's kind of fun seeing all your teammates to help you out in practice, getting in and scoring at the end. Jordan Herkoff and some of those juniors.
Boogie.
Yes, yeah. So looking forward to this week. You got Eden Valley Watkins on the schedule. How do you kind of turn it around after tonight and gear up for that kind of game?
Yeah, so we can celebrate for a little bit, but then tomorrow we got to have a good practice because they'll be tough. They got a 6'7" kid, so we got to be ready for that, and then some tough guards.
Yeah, and I know looking ahead, just even at like your Christmas tournament, you got that one. Those are two tough teams, and was it Nevis, the one that knocked you guys out last year? So you guys obviously want to get back at them, right?
Yeah, that's a big revenge game. We've lost them the last 2 years in playoffs, so.
Yeah, definitely want to get that one, even though you're out of that section now. And I saw at the end of your schedule, you do have Hancock, who is now in your section, and they ended up going to state and doing pretty well.
Yeah, they were the second place team in the state last year, so that'll be a big game. A lot of playoff seeding probably going into that game. So.
All right, well, we look forward to carrying you guys the rest of the season, and hopefully you guys can make some noise in playoffs and just have a great year.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Bagel.